Lawrence going to put it up right away.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Montez Sweat, the man that time to fight in and drop him.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. They'll score that a 36-yard punt. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 50 yards. And the Commanders are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They went 3 and out on their first drive of the new season. Not an ideal beginning as they start drive number 2, 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
So this, the 90th season of Washington football. Of course, here, the first season and first ever regular season game for the Washington Commanders. That name unveiled in a grand reveal back on February 2nd. The franchise opting to keep the burgundy and gold color scheme, adding the striking W logo on each side of the helmet and the single gold stripe running from front to back.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football. They'll try the left side with Gibson.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Only 7 players crossed 1,000 yards rushing last season, and one of them was Gibson, who made a big jump forward in his second season. Entering his third campaign, he cemented himself as one of the building blocks for the Commanders.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Wentz's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
And they'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Wentz. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas.
Down inside the 10.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
They'll run with Gibson.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin.
Touchdown, Washington.
Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns. Blankenship out for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
There's Van Hertz, the tight end.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
10 yards there, good for a Washington 1st down. A handoff running left is Gibson.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown.
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
And the Commanders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history will ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Kirk.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
In motion, the tight end.
And to throw again is Lawrence.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated defensively, they've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the... I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. The 20.
And he is going to bring this one back to the house. It's a Commanders touchdown on the scoop and score. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how infrequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic, and as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. Lawrence's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job here to force an incompletion.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Now Lawrence. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
On first down, Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Play action. It's Lawrence.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And it's now a 28-7 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
Fields the squib kick right around the 30. And they will start out in great shape up very close to midfield.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And maybe a chance for a quick completion and then a long field goal try. We'll see.
He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Wentz bringing the Commanders up for 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
Second half starts with a run by Gibson.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Gibson again.
And some room to run now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
66 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give him a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars 19. A good pickup there at 22.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Gibson.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
All-around great play by Devin Lloyd, using his athleticism to get to the backfield and his strength to stop him for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. 3rd and 7 now.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders will take over here at their own 12-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10.
At their own 12-yard line. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch. But how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Let's go. From the gun, it's Lawrence.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets him to the 9-yard line. On 1st down, right back to Gibson.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
On 2nd and goal, Wentz. This is caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Quick throw out wide by Wentz. Touchdown! Carson Wentz with touchdown pass number 4 on the afternoon.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one taken just inside the 10.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
A handoff running left is Etienne.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
On play action, Lawrence.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence.
Eluding the pressure right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You stop to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And completes it to Kirk over the middle.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. dancing to his left. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Trevor Lawrence.
A 16-yard touchdown run.
And the Jaguars get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that'll cut the lead back down to 21.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter and now can really take some time off the clock.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from his safety position.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
From the gun, it's Wentz.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
So we'll recount real quick. He had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's got a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Now Lawrence.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Jags have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
121 yards rushing for him now here in week 1. A very solid start to this new campaign.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
They'll go again with Gibson.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw out to his left. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Antonio Gibson, an 8-yard touchdown run.
Now Blankenship on for the PAT.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. This is caught inside the 15. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Chris Manhertz, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he's got it to about the 40.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe to get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks.
Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.